Yo, what's up, people? Summer Games Fest is here and it brings us so much to be excited over. If you haven't heard of the game in question today, let me introduce you to Screenbound. You have discovered the Q-Boy, a strange device you found in your mum's garage. This handheld device is unlike any other because when you power it on, reality splits. Now, let me tell you, this demo really is something. Honestly, you have to play it to feel it for yourself. Watching it over a video doesn't do it any justice for how the game feels. However, the game looks stellar. It just looks crunchy, like everything is so clean, like visual candy. As you're playing, your brain is constantly split in two, as you have to pay attention to the two different worlds presented here. The best way I can describe it is 2D physics applied to a 3D world. When you jump, it feels like you jump so high and it feels a bit floaty, which isn't usually how 3D games do their physics, so it takes a little adjustment, which is where the second screen comes in, because the physics there feel like they meet your expectations a bit better.
I used to have a guy for that. A dual-dimensional utopia filled with spectacular beauty and ancient mystery. But where are my manners? I'm Wayne Wexler, your mother Lova's old boss at Q-Corp. Due to the idiosyncrasies of interdimensional quantum mechanics, what happens on your Q-Boy will be reflected in the 3D world. You'd be wise to keep your eyes on both.
Yeah, so for anyone that has had a handheld when they were a kid, Game Boy Advance, DS, we all know about diverting our attention between the real world and this one. So let's go through some key features here. We have dual dimensional gameplay where we control a 2D and a 3D versions of yourself simultaneously, and your actions mirror across realities, but the rules don't. Obviously we've got challenging puzzles, it's a puzzle platformer. Unlock new tools and skills, so unlock new abilities as you progress that give you more ways to solve puzzles, which that's really cool. Uncover story and secrets. Now, because you're paying attention to two worlds, you're going to miss secrets in whatever world you're not currently looking at. Like, almost guaranteed, unless you went through the game as slow as you can. So, I mean, this is a selling point of this game here, and the game kind of accommodates that by having these kind of doors where you can warp in between sections of the level. So I'm assuming that is, so that you can go back and you can explore a little bit and make sure you collect all the secrets, right?
A handy feature of your Q-Boy is the Q-Finder, which allows you to peek between the realms. This helps you see things in 3D that were once only visible in 2D, like that door.
So I can do that by holding the left trigger, and then we can see this door. So how much stuff have I missed? Alright, let's hop through this door. How do I enter it though? Oh, okay, so we press square. Oh nice, we've got a little 2D platforming level here.
Enter the subdimension of the Q realm. There must be a cube hidden somewhere inside. Find it if you can.
Oh, this is very well done. So sometimes you have the urge to look at the 2D screen to recalibrate yourself, only to dampen your judgment of the 3D world. And in my experience was exactly that. For example, there are balloons that you can grab to carry yourself over large distances that can only be seen in the 2D world. So you need to look at the 2D world to find the balloon, but then you immediately need to direct your attention to the 3D world in order to land in the right place. And there can be so many things going on at the time while you're processing all of that information. I found it really heartwarming that our protagonist isn't looking for a bad bee dressed in pink, but he's looking for his mum, who has got lost in between the dimensions. Okay, we can click the left stick to have these different kind of settings. That's cool. And it's saying there's something to discover. Oh. Despite my adeptness at walking around with a handheld that I did for many years as a kid, this is something new to get used to, for sure. This is very well done. This is a very immersive experience we've got going on here. And the 2D side is done very well. So there's different doors here, and we're probably gonna come back out in the 3D world somewhere, which is gonna make for some very interesting puzzles. You really are gonna have to use your spatial awareness and memory to navigate this well. Absolutely stellar. This came out today, so be sure to check it out for yourself and wishlist it. Like the video if you've discovered something cool. Check out my video on Arms of God, which is releasing in a few days if you like roguelites. And I'll see you soon. Peace, 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 peace.
And remember, I get half.